Yo guys and girls, it's me again, Hunty, back with another video. This time we're trying something completely different we haven't tried before. Okay, but it has been requested by a lot of people that have watched my videos and watched my build videos. And they've, a lot of people are bump into PvP as well, and I see them not doing this. And if they did do this, it would definitely help them out in PvP. So today we are going to be discussing why and how we animation cancel. Now, this isn't for your high-end top-tier players, okay? For a lot of people, this might be teaching you to suck eggs, okay? And I apologize for that. And maybe this isn't the video for you. But I don't want to insult anyone's intelligence. There hasn't been any recent videos about animation cancelling and why we do it and how we do it, okay? And I feel like there's a lot of people that would gain a lot from this video. So, therefore, here I am. I'm going to see if I can help out the PvP community, because that's what I'm about. And that's what I want to do. Give back to the PvP community and keep it non-toxic and, and keep everyone happy and see if we can get some good gameplay out of other players as well. Okay, then let's move on to what is animation cancelling. Animation cancelling is basically shortening or speeding up an animation for a certain ability, an insta-cast ability. Animation cancelling is something that cannot be done to a channeled ability, other than there's one or two abilities that are exempt from this. Okay, and I will show you one of the skills where this does not apply. Okay, but animation cancelling cannot happen on an ability that has a channel or a cast time, by the rule of thumb. But animation cancelling on an instant effect ability. Now let me show you, for example. So as you can see here, it'll tell you at the very top of each skill, it will tell you the cast time. Okay, as you can see, this is instant, 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 so on and so forth. Okay, all these abilities, once you've pressed the button, which this ability is on, it has an immediate effect. Okay, as all these abilities, other than my Dizzy and Swing, which, as you can see there, has a cast time of 1 second. This is telling me that this has to do the full 1 second for it to do its ability, for what it's there for, before it'll do the damage. It has to do that 1 second cast time. Therefore, I cannot animation cancel this animation without it going through the whole 1 second cast time. But as these abilities, once I press these buttons, the effect of this skill is instant. Instant. Okay, therefore, I can animation cancel the animation, because once the button has been pressed, the skill is instantly took effect. Okay? Okay, one skill that I know that is exempt from this rule is Revigorating Drain from the Vampire skill line. Okay, I don't have that on this character, but if you have the Vampire skill line, you'll have something called Revigorating Drain. Okay, and this has a cast time, but a lot of people use this skill as a CC. Okay, so they use it to stun the enemy. The stun is instant. Okay, so once you press the ability, the skill, it will immediately stun the enemy. Okay, but it has a channel time to do the secondary effect, which is drain health from the enemy. So that is one of the abilities where it has a bit of a double barrel. It has an instant effect for one part of the skill, but the second part of the skill is a channel time to get the secondary effect of the ability. Okay? And that is one of the exemptions from the animation cancelling. You can animation cancel that ability, but you will only receive the stun from that ability and no longer get the channel time, which will give you the health drained from the enemy target. Okay, so we've gone over what animation cancelling is. Okay? Now, why do we animation cancel? Animation cancelling is there to speed up the process, basically. To speed up applying our buffs to ourselves, to speed up putting damage down onto the enemy, and speed up our healing process. Now, why is that important? the reason this is important is the quicker I can get buffed when I see an enemy target, the quicker I can get into the fight. The quicker I can get my damage down onto the target is the quicker they will die, and the quicker you will put pressure onto the enemy. The quicker I can heal and cast my healing abilities, the sooner I can get off healing and getting back on the offensive. Okay, and that is why it is important to animation cancel and why we animation cancel. It speeds up the whole process and allows things to just be a little bit smoother, a little bit quicker, and allow us to be a little bit more efficient within the PvP. Okay, so we've gone through why and what animation cancelling is. Okay, now we're going to go through how we animation cancel. Well, firstly, we need to. There's two different types of efficient ways to animation cancel. There's block cancelling and there's bar swap cancelling. But before we go into the demonstration of how we animation cancel, I just want to show you the difference between doing a full animation and the animation cancel itself. Okay, so let's take Igneous Shield, for instance. Okay, this is the full animation. As you see there, he stamps his foot on the ground. That is the full animation. Okay, does it? But that is the full animation. Now, if I animation cancel it, that was the animation. That was the animation cancel. I'll do that again. There we go. As you can see, that is much quicker than doing the full animation. Again, I'll do this for Vigor. The full animation for Vigor is this. Okay, not long, agreed. But this is the animation cancel of Vigor. As you can see, a lot quicker, a lot more efficient. Therefore, allows me to press other abilities more often. Okay, so that is what animation cancelling looks like. So, now let's go into the two types of animation cancelling. As I've already said, block casting and also bar swap cancelling. Now I'm going to demonstrate the two. Block casting is a lot more efficient for using on the same bar. So if I'm buffing up and all my buffs are on the back bar, block casting is a lot more efficient than using bar swap cancelling, because I need to remain on the same bar. So, if I want to buff up with Igneous Shield and Volatile Armor, I'm going to use block cancel. So block cancelling is going to allow me to stay on the same bar. So block cancel that, and it allows me to stay on the same bar. It's allowed me to press the two abilities in real quick succession. Now, bar swap cancelling is mainly used for if it's the last ability on your bar and you're moving immediately to the front bar or whatever bar you're on at the time. You want to do the transition to the other bar where your other weapon is. This is where it's more efficiently used. So, if you take this for instance, I'm going to use block cancelling and bar swap cancelling in this rotation. So, I'm going to block cancel Igneous Shield, block cancel Volatile Armor, that's me buffed, and then I'm going to Rending Slash, bar swap. And that's me bar swap cancelling. So, Rending Slashes is this animation. But if I press it and bar swap, as you can see, it cuts the animation out, but still applied the effect to the enemy target. Why do I do this? Because it allows me to get on the front foot a lot quicker. Okay? So that's the difference between the block cancelling and the bar swap cancelling. Block cancelling is more efficient for doing multiple skills on the same bar, and bar swap cancelling is more efficient if it's the last ability on your bar and you need to swap onto the front bar as such. Therefore, it'll allow me to get back on the front foot and do damage. So, how am I doing this? Okay, it's alright, I've just showed you, I've made it look easy. Okay, it is easy, but you need a little bit of practice, especially when you're under pressure. So what is block cancelling? Block cancelling is literally me pressing the ability and tapping the block button immediately after, as I'll show you, but in slow time. So here's the ability, and then me pressing block. Okay? But what I'm doing there is in slow time. What you want to be doing is tapping. You do not want to be holding the block button. You hold the block button, okay? It defeats the object of animation cancelling in the first place. 1, it slows the process down. And 2, you're going to use stamina because any incoming damage at that time is going to hit you while you've got your block up, and you're going to use your stamina pool. Okay, so it's very important that you press it so the shield sign does not pop up, or if it does, very little. As you can see there, you're literally tapping the block button. You're just tapping it so quick. You press the ability, you tap the block button. Okay. Same with the bar swap. The bar swap is you press the ability, you immediately press the bar swap. Immediately. As quickly as you can move your fingers, as quickly as you can animation cancel. It's as simple as that. I physically can't go any quicker than that. That's my fingers. Yeah? And that is how we animation cancel. Now, I recently taught someone how to animation cancel, and they found it easier to not picture this as a rotation. Don't picture it as Igneous Shield animation cancel, Quick Cloak animation cancel, Vigor animation cancel. Don't picture it as a rotation. Like, don't try and picture all the abilities and animation cancel between them. What you want to do is just remember, all it is, Igneous Shield block, Quick Cloak block, Vigor block, Volatile Armor block, Venomous Claw block, Noxious Breath block. It's as simple as that. It is that simple. Do not overcomplicate it. Right, okay guys, that is me just going through the basics of animation cancelling. Okay, if you need any more advice on animation cancelling, to why or how animation cancelling is done, okay, comment me below, please. Please leave me comments, constructive or negative. Leave me any sort of combat, you know, indicators of where you want to go with the channel, because if you don't like something I'm doing and it's irritating you, just flag it up, you know, and I'll do my best to correct that. If you like something I'm doing, then I'll do my best to stay on the track. And yeah, all I want to do is help you guys out in PvP and provide content that will help you improve your PvP gameplay. Also, if you have a build that you want to see, or a rotation that you would like me to go through on a certain class, then put it in the comments below. If I get enough people say the same thing, then I'm more than happy to make the video and make it happen. Also want to say a big thank you to everyone who subbed to the channel lately. You're all absolute legends. Okay, we're nearly hitting 1,000 subs, which is awesome. Absolutely mega. And yeah, also need to give a shout out. I'm now streaming. Okay, so make sure you add my Twitch up, which is exactly the same as my YouTube channel, which is Z Twisted Gaming Z. Okay, and please make sure you go over to Twitch and whack a follow on the channel. And I'll be streaming most nights and most weekends, small scale PvP. There you can obviously ask me questions and pet my brain, advice, all that sort of good stuff. And yeah, get a little bit of interaction with the people that are supporting me. Again, big thank you. Thanks for watching. Please whack a like. Please leave a comment. All feedback is appreciated. Peace out.